Premier Jacinta Allen was warned in March about a $2 billion blowout to the Commonwealth Games, months before an alarm was raised publicly. It's one of several bombshells on day one of hearings into the cancelled event. More from Heidi Murphy.
Arriving for a parliamentary grilling, the one-time Games chief who is still on the payroll.
The vast majority of our staff have now been made redundant. There's a handful of us left as we do the final closeout.
That team had been attempting to stage the multi-city sporting event for $2.6 billion.
Through our work, it became clear by the middle of February that this would not be enough.
There was also not enough time.
We had such very little room for planning, for consultation and for contingency.
And little idea of what they'd originally agreed to.
It must have become fairly apparent fairly early that the original numbers put forward in the business case were unrealistic.
We didn't see the business case.
While the pair knew costs were rising, it was the state's top public servant who told the hearing he revealed the possible $7 billion black hole to Daniel Andrews.
It was the advice of my department, provided by me personally to the Premier, that gave the government cause to reconsider the delivery of the Games and, in fact, whether to host them at all.
But long before the axe fell in mid-July, Jacinta Allen was asked to find an extra $1.9 billion.
The department came to a view around February that there would be substantial additional costs, and as I mentioned in my opening statement, that brief was provided to the Minister in March.
The rest of the government told in April.
An updated gross budget estimate of $4.5 billion.
But there was no hint of trouble at budget hearings in June.
We can do this. We know we can do this.
The Upper House inquiry will now formally request the attendance of Premier Allen at a public hearing. As a lower house member, though, she doesn't have to.
The government, if they need to be held accountable for this, and I hope that the Premier will consider the invitation.
It's one she's already rejected.
The Premier has very important matters to focus on.
Victorians deserve answers.
Heidi, are Victorians any closer to getting those answers?
Well, some of them, Pete. We are a little clearer on a couple of things, namely the key decisions, when they were being made, and a better idea of just how undercooked the original idea and the budget were. There's always plenty more to learn, though. The next public hearing is set down for a full day on Friday.
OK, thank you, Heidi Murphy.